If you're looking to level up your gaming setup, one thing you absolutely cannot overlook is your mouse. A good gaming mouse can be the difference between victory and defeat, precision and frustration. Whether you're into FPS, MOBA, or RPGs, the right mouse can take your gameplay to the next level. In this video, we're diving into the top 5 best gaming mice available right now, each packed with features to give you that winning edge. For more details on products, follow the links in the description box down below. So let's find the perfect match for your gaming style. Stick around.
This video is presented to you by Trusty Picks.
Choosing the perfect gaming mouse can greatly enhance your gaming experience by offering precision, speed, and customization tailored to your needs. Here are key factors to consider. Optical sensors are precise and ideal for gaming. Laser sensors work on various surfaces but may introduce minor acceleration issues. Choose a mouse that suits your grip style, palm, claw, or fingertip and ensures comfort for extended gaming sessions. Wired mice offer stable, lag-free performance for competitive gaming, while wireless options provide greater freedom with minimal input lag in modern models. Choosing the right gaming mouse depends on your gaming style, budget, and personal preferences. Test different models if possible to find the one that feels just right. Number 5. Turtle Beach Burst 2 Air. No, I didn't expect to see a Turtle Beach mouse on this list either, but the Burst 2 Air is absolutely the best lightweight gaming mouse on the market right now. The reason for this is simple: it's a ridiculously lightweight mouse at just 47 grams. It even manages somehow to achieve this while remaining very sturdy. For reference, staple lightweight mice such as the Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2 and Glorious Model 02 weigh 60 grams and 68 grams, respectively, but don't feel any sturdier than the Burst 2 Air. Turtle Beach has really figured out its target market for this mouse. You want a light mouse if you want to do competitive gaming. And if you're into competitive gaming, you don't want a million bells, whistles, and other shiny things. You just want a mouse that's easy to use, works, and performs exceptionally well. That's what the Burst Air 2 delivers. It's a no-frills mouse that glides across the mousepad effortlessly. Performance-wise, it's up there with the best of them, because we had zero issues with the Owl i26K optical sensor and its 26,000 dpi and 1000 Hz polling, despite current 8 kHz trends, should be enough for competitive gaming. The icing on the cake is that this thing is rated for a seriously fantastic 120-hour battery life. That's probably because it cuts out all the unnecessary fluff such as RGB lighting and unnecessarily high polling capabilities. Instead, the Burst 2 Air sticks to pure function. This can be seen even in its software, which Keegan Mooney found to be very straightforward and easy to use when they tested it. For esports and competitive gaming, we reckon you can't get much better than the featherweight Turtle Beach Burst 2 Air. And by the way, isn't it great that Logitech, Corsair, and Razer finally have some top-notch competition on this front? Number 4. Logitech G203 Light Sync. Sometimes you just want something cheap and cheerful, and if that's what you're after, the Logitech G203 Light Sync won't disappoint, because it's the best budget wired gaming mouse on the market right now, we reckon. It's shapely, comfy, functional, good-looking, and will cost you nary an arm nor a leg. There's a lot to be said for a cheap gaming mouse like this one too. Yes, a DeathAdder V3 Hyperspeed is nice and all, but what about a backup mouse? What about a mouse you can take out and about and don't mind getting scuffed up? Heck, what about saving some money and putting it towards a component like a new graphics card? If any of those things sound reasonable to you, the G203 Light Sync is worth a look, not least because, despite being incredibly cheap, it offers all the basics you might want from a gaming mouse. It's light and comfortable to use, which is the most important thing, but it's also got a pretty decent sensor and reaches up to 8000 dpi. Sure, that's nothing like the 26K plus monsters you get at the high end, but it's more than enough for competitive gaming at 1440p and casual gaming at 4K. The cream on top is really the RGB lighting though, since it's rare to get nice lighting on a solid budget gaming mouse. The G203 Light Sync, however, has 3-zone RGB and looks pretty dashing all things considered. Its gray scroll wheel looks rather nice too. There's not much else to this thing, it's just a solid all-round gaming mouse for surprisingly few pennies, and if you're on a budget, it's one we definitely recommend you consider. Number 3. Logitech G305 Lightspeed. With the Logitech G305 Lightspeed, Logitech has created a high-performance mouse that doesn't cost the earth, and that makes it our best budget wireless gaming mouse. Despite the low cost, there's no compromise in performance or design. The G305 Lightspeed might not be the latest model on the market, but don't let that bother you. A good mouse is a good mouse. It's still a great value option for day-to-day use, while its lightweight makes it well-suited to fast-paced shooters where reaction time is paramount. The G305 uses Logitech's Hero sensor, an iteration of the fantastic sensor Logitech's best mice, from the classic G502 down to the G Pro X Superlight. This sensor has a sensitivity range of up to 12,000 CPI counts per inch and can be adjusted via a button underneath the scroll wheel. In addition to the CPI button, there are 5 programmable buttons. Of course, there are the left and right click buttons, which are joined by a scroll wheel and 2 side buttons. These are well placed for the righties out there. Lefties are out of luck, though. The left and right click buttons are separate pieces from the removable palm rest, ensuring a reliable and satisfying click. They're rated for 10 million clicks too, so if you're playing games that require button mashing, the G305 will serve you well. Not bad for a budget option, and something that'll likely last you for many years of heavy clicking. Logitech has won praise for its 2.4 GHz wireless technology and cross-device compatibility. Even though lag shouldn't be an issue, the G305 comes with a USB extension cable, allowing you to place the receiver close to the mouse. The small wireless dongle can be stored inside the body of the mouse, where the single double A battery resides, which is good for a claimed 200 hours. The shape of the G305 is based on a small, symmetrical design Logitech has been using for years. While components like the scroll wheel and buttons don't feel as premium as those in the G502, they're still far better than anything you'll find in a cheap gaming mouse. The quality and performance of the G305 are killer features for its price. Number 2. Logitech's G502X. The Logitech G502X is the best wired gaming mouse primarily because its beloved shape offers a gaming experience that's more than pleasant under the fingertips. Logitech's G502 shape is a classic, bold, functional, and above all, comfortable and ergonomic. Many of us at Trusty Picks can attest to the sheer comfort of the G502 shape. Not everyone wants to deal with wireless charging, and some might prefer the peace of mind a cable provides. Not to mention the price, because although prices for wireless mice are decreasing, wired mice still tend to be cheaper. The thing is though, most new high-end gaming mice hitting the market are wireless ones, so you usually have to look a little further back to find the best of the best in the wired market. Not so with the circa 2022 G502X, however, because this mouse is a fantastic corded option and is pretty recent too, meaning it has a lot of the modern additions you might hope for. The G502X is a little different from the original G502, primarily because it uses new optomechanical mouse switches and comes in a fair whack lighter than previous versions at 89G2. Very welcome changes. It still has the same Hero sensor, but this performs really well and can reach up to 25,600 dpi, so no complaints there. Apart from these changes though, the G502X keeps the original G502's most beloved features, such as its toggle-able infinity scroll wheel. The wheel's now plastic though. This can be an ergonomic lifesaver when browsing or doing other scroll-intensive tasks. And its thumb rest and long side buttons still make for a super chill and ergonomically refined experience too. This thing is hella cheap too, thanks to the lack of wireless capabilities, sitting well shy of $100 and much cheaper than the wireless versions. If you're in the market for a wired gaming mouse today, you can't get much better than the Logitech G502X. Number 1. Razer DeathAdder V3 Hyperspeed. We've previously swapped our pick in this spot from a DeathAdder to a DeathAdder. Yes, we reckon the best wireless gaming mouse is the Razer DeathAdder V3 Hyperspeed. It seems we just can't get enough of the viperously curvy classic, and for good reason. Razer's DeathAdder has a long and respectable history, all the way from the original 2006 version to today. Nowadays, there seem to be more than you can shake a stick at. Through all that time, it's retained the same shape, for the most part, and it's a shape that people clearly love. We're no exception here at Trusty Picks. DeathAdders are incredibly comfy to use, provided you're a righty. And this certainly hasn't changed with the DeathAdder V3 Hyperspeed. It's mighty comfortable to use even for long gaming sessions. But why this particular one? Well, to be blunt, value for money. While the Razer DeathAdder V3 Pro is the pinnacle of the DeathAdder series, And while we'd recommend it above the Hyperspeed if money really is no concern at all, the Hyperspeed version costs so much less and makes so few sacrifices that we'd be remiss if we didn't recommend it. It drops max polling from 8 kHz to 1 kHz, but 8 kHz is overkill even for competitive gaming and drains the battery much quicker. Its DPI maxes out a few thousand lower than the Pro, too, but again, who really cares? 1000 Hz polling and 26,000 DPI is more than enough for the vast majority of gamers. Throw in the fact that it's lighter than the Pro and has 10 hours extra battery life, and it's a no-brainer, in my opinion. You're getting a high-quality Hall of Fame mouse design for a fraction of the cost of its very similar flagship sibling. For an all-round fantastic cordless mouse, the Razer DeathAdder V3 Hyperspeed is where it's at. This concludes our ranking of the best gaming mice. If you find this video to be useful, kindly press the thumbs up button. Which one will you pick? Fill out the space below with your thoughts. For your time, I'm grateful. Please like and subscribe to our channel if you found this video to be helpful in any way so you won't miss any upcoming stuff. Whoever got this far, when the next video comes out, I want to see you there.